Hey guys, this is Will Carr, and this is my intermittent fasting transformation.
Getting in great shape is really hard. Even with the right information, it's still going to take a whole heap of hard work, dedication, and just trying to stay consistent. I grew up in the country, in a small country town in New Zealand, and growing up, we didn't do anything with weights or exercise. Like all the exercise we did was playing sport. I didn't play any sports during high school. I was more into like cars and stuff, but a rugby league and stuff at lunchtime. But apart from that, it was pretty inactive. The only people that I saw that had like great physiques were like people on TV, like wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. They're kind of like the only people that I sort of grew up and sort of looked at. They had awesome bodies. And Arnold as well. But apart from that, it was only people you saw on TV. Wasn't anybody in real life. So what do you do if you don't know anything? I guess the first thing you do, is look in magazines. Back when I was first getting into it, all there was magazines or books, and books were pretty hard to come by. It's like there wasn't really any internet. Like if you had the internet, you were pretty flash or you were pretty rich, so you didn't really have much internet there. But now it's getting a lot easier these days. Like there's so much information out on the internet, you kind of can get lost. Where do you start, really? I guess my journey started out as that I was a person that didn't know anything about exercise or lifting weights. The only thing I knew was play sports, and that was it basically. After I finished university, I shifted over to Australia, and like everybody seemed to be really into exercising, going to the gym and stuff. So I'd been going to the gym a little bit back in New Zealand, but I was still finding my way. Ended up going along and doing a personal training course just to try and educate myself on a few things. So yeah, it was a great course. Learned a lot of good things about exercise and sort of opened my eyes a bit more to nutrition. So I ended up starting out as a personal trainer and training in a gym. I had a lot of clients and they were getting results. But the thing is, as a personal trainer, I was struggling to get results for myself. Like I was still getting the results, but it was really slow, and I thought, there's got to be an easier way to getting these results. So I just started doing a lot more research and looking into a lot of different diets. Like I wasn't really lacking in the exercise and the training area, but it was really the diet that was kind of making things hard. I just started looking at the different types of diets and tried out a lot of them. High protein diets, from what I learned from that is that like eating too much protein can just make you fat as well, just as any other macronutrient you eat. I tried a low carb diet, so they sort of worked good for a little while, but then as it progressed for too long, just felt like I was like losing strength and getting really weak in the gym and stuff, and it just became points where you started binging on food. So I found low carbohydrate diets had good points, but overall they were pretty bad in the long term. Tried high carb diets as well, but got great energy and strength, but as those increased, so did the belly fat. High carbohydrate diets had their good points, but they had their bad points as well. Then I sort of came across carb backloading, so that's eating carbohydrates after your workouts, and that started to work a lot better for building lean muscle. And then I sort of started incorporating carb cycling in with that as well. So that was just cycling low carb days and high carb days on training days. And yeah, carb cycling turned out to be quite good. Still hard to get in super shredded shape. I sort of just was on the internet one day and I come across this thing called intermittent fasting. Just came across it randomly, and these guys are Hodge twins, pretty hard case American guys. Are talking about this diet that they're doing where they only eat for 8 hours of the day, and thought, this is pretty close to what I'm sort of doing, like with carb cycling and carb backloading. Might give it a go. And so I sort of started doing a little bit more research, and I found there was a whole heap of other people out there. This concept of eating for only 8 hours and fasting for 16 hours, and came across websites like Lean Gains and the Warrior Diet, and I thought, these guys are doing it and they're getting good results. why not just take a leap of faith and just have a go and do it? So with these new intermittent fasting principles, I just started incorporating into my daily life, and after the first couple of days, I just felt my energy levels just increasing, and I was like thinking, man, this is crazy. I'm not eating, but I'm getting more energy. I never ever thought that this type of eating would help me become more energetic, increase my strength in the gym. Everything was going great. Like, I broke this attachment that I had to food. I used to go to the shopping centre, and I know my partner used to get pretty upset at me sometimes, but it wasn't their fault. It was because, you know, I was stuck in that mental position of eating every 3 hours. And you know, I'd get up, eat in the morning, and like, you know, as soon as I start looking at the time, and it'd be getting closer to like that 3 hour mark, and I started like freaking out. Like, you know, that's what you hear in the magazines, is if you don't eat every 3 hours, you're gonna lose muscle tissue. So doing the intermittent fasting was pretty crazy. Like, it was 16 hours of not eating at all. So I just broke all ties with that related to being hungry, not having to eat, and it just freed my life up, I guess. Like, I used to get stuck in that mentality of having to eat every 3 hours, which I like pretty much realised that it's just BS, and it's nothing that you need to be worried about. I did get some actual bioimpedance measurements done on a machine at a fitness expo, and I placed them against each other, and I ended up gaining about 3 kilos of muscle like over the 12 weeks, even though I dropped my body fat percentage from 15% down to 6%, and I was just super stoked with the results. Before I had ever started doing intermittent fasting, I did pick up a lot of good key points and experience in lifting weights, nutrition and diet and stuff, but ultimately intermittent fasting was the thing that really took me into that peak shape. People were just asking, well, what have you been doing to get into great shape? So I ended up just putting together a program for these people and sending it off to them, and got them onto the intermittent fasting lifestyle, and they just started getting awesome results as well. Had some friends over in Scotland that were just following, and I was just coaching them over the internet, and yeah, they got pretty awesome results even after 6 weeks. And they just noticed the difference, and I was pretty happy to be able to help them out, and other people just started asking, so I thought I should try and package this up and start spreading the message about like intermittent fasting. I know not intermittent fasting not for everybody, but for those people that have been going to the gym and doing eating every 6 more meals a day, maybe struggling to get the results how I was, maybe they could give this a go and see how it works out for them. It's not for everybody, but it was truly something that I feel actually changed the way that I look about fitness, and ultimately it's changed my life.
Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about what we do, you can go and check out tonetribe.com. That's where we have our ASAP Shred and home workout programs. But I just wanted to offer you something as a gift to those people who are looking to start an intermittent fasting journey on their own. You can head over to tonetribe.com/roadmap and pick up my free guide called Roadmap to Results. And that's just a guide on intermittent fasting, working out how much food you need to eat for your goals and all that kind of stuff. So I want to give that away just to increase the awareness about intermittent fasting and help more people get on their journey. So that's a free PDF. You can go and pick that up, and yeah, I'll see you on your intermittent fasting journey.